It's going to be a great night. Tonight's topic is Daughter of Charity, Missionaries, and we have a lot of different areas of the country represented here tonight.
My name is Sister Elizabeth Racco. I am in jail and prison ministry in Gallup, New Mexico. This ministry is to a mix of races of white, Native American, or Hispanic people.
I'm Sister Mary Jo Stein. I live in Washington, D.C., and I serve in an inner city clinic as a family nurse practitioner, and I take care of our pediatric patients and their families.
Hi, my name is Sister Jean Marie Williams. I am out here in California with Sister Lisa at our provincial house in Los Altos Hills, where I have the privilege to work as the provincial secretary.
I'm Sister Mary Beth Cabrera. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. I am a member of the provincial leadership team of the province of St. Louis.
I was privileged to spend 7 years in Magadan, Russia, which is on the far east coast of Russia. And I spent this time there with sisters, our Daughters of Charity, who are Polish. And it was a challenge for all of us because Russian was the second language for each one of us. And what I found being together with sisters from another culture and another language is you had to be intentional in how you communicated. First of all, you had to think, can I say this in Russian? And then can I say it in a way that they can understand it? And so we had to work to communicate. And I felt over time that really helped to deepen our relationship, because we didn't take words for granted.
I spent 6 months in Bolivia. After they had an earthquake, I was doing earthquake relief with 2 other sisters, and we were living in a remote area on a farm with a family, and they served the food each day to us. And in terms of hospitality, one of the ideas being on a foreign mission is to respect the culture and to accept the culture, in as much as possible, and to eat whatever food is given to you and to be gracious about it. But goat stomach was just more than I could do. So fortunately on this farm there was a nice, happy, friendly dog, and so I would slip out the pieces of goat stomach. Fortunately there weren't too many mixed in with the rice and the beans, and slip the goat stomach to the happy little dog who became my best friend.
I have always been a missionary in the United States, but for 5 years of my 50 years of community life now, I spent in Guatemala. So I do know what it's like to come back to the United States culture. I loved living so simply over in Guatemala, in a house with a tin roof and stick walls. And we got our own water from the river and boiled it. And we took a bath with cold water. Not a bath, a little shower. But I do appreciate having a shower with hot water here. I think it's an attitude of simplicity that I really learned when I came back to the United States.
I was kind of so embarrassed at first when I came back with all that we had, and what I saw previous to that in what people didn't have. But in my prayer and in my reflection, I thought about how much people there had that we didn't have.
When I came back to America, and after that 7 years, it kind of felt like I had to get to know America again, because a lot had changed here. And so there was, some good things and some things that were more difficult. But it was good to come back home again. I really had to work through something of a grief process, leaving there and coming back here.
The most challenging thing for me was learning some Amharic when I was in Ethiopia, because it is not written in our alphabet. You need to learn it by ear. And so the children, when I would teach the children a word in English, they would teach me the word in Amharic. So that was the way I learned. I felt like a first grader, but it was a great gift because it helped me to know how difficult it was for them to learn our language, because it was difficult for me to learn theirs.
In Bolivia, the setting was so absolutely gorgeous. The stars, you could see a zillion stars at night. The mountain during the springtime just coming into bloom. It was just like another planet. It was just phenomenal. And at the same time, because it was so far away and so remote, the hardest part, I think, was it was so, you felt so isolated at times that like you were just so far away from everything you knew. It sometimes could be lonely. And that's where the being with the other sisters and being kind of supported and encouraged from them was a great gift. So we developed really strong ties and just loved the people.
The people is the part of missionary work that is most beautiful, but I'd like to add specifically to it, it is their singing in their native tongue that always touched me the most, especially as I began to learn their languages. In Guatemala, with the Native American, with Hispanic, and with the African American, in the way they sing, that was always the most touching spiritually, to hear them put their culture and their spirituality to music and rhythm and instruments. As missionaries, we accompany the people in their way of life. We don't tell them what to do. But when a government is oppressing this group that we are missionaries with, and we can't do a thing about what the government is doing, and we accompany them in their sadness with our tears and our support, that is difficult. And yet, that's what they say to us. Sister, you don't have to be here, but you are, and for this we love you.